Archive follow-up. 4 years ago, we introduced you to a young person who shared a shocking revelation. As a child, this person was told by a church leader that being gay was no different than suicide. What followed were years of terrifying confusion, but now, despite all obstacles, this person has emerged as the individual they say they were always meant to be. A quiet and meek 22-year-old yearns for the day she doesn't have to blend into the background.
Going outside just to, exist in public space like everybody else, but it can be really scary.
It's also scary for Kish to talk about. She's busted out of her cocoon, but finding the confidence to be the person she says she's always been doesn't come easy.
There's family footage of me at a very young age being like, I'm a girl, and they would correct me and say, no, you're a boy.
Kara always insisted she was a girl, but was told she was a boy named Tyler. She hated the feeling of being different and tried to conform to the person everyone said she was.
I feel like they took a special interest in trying to correct me and, tell me that that wasn't who I was.
She says those people were the adults at her small Christian school. Her unsure adolescent mind concluded that since everyone said she was a boy, she must be gay. Then young Tyler went to one of the pastors with that revelation, and this is what he said.
This part of you is what's going to send you to hell. It's a scary thing. You don't take it lightly.
I first met Kara and her mom before Kara transitioned 4 years ago. They sat down with me after that same pastor made national headlines, outed for having a profile on the gay dating app Grindr. The pastor resigned and moved out of mid-Michigan.
People are faced with meeting someone who may not fit their ideas of what gender should be. It can be kind of jarring because it kind of forces them to reflect on their own self.
Kara believes that ignorance could be the reason why at least 26 transgender people were violently killed in the U.S. last year. For at least 74% of victims of anti-transgender violence in the last 2 years, their gender was mislabeled in police reports. And maybe that's partly because only 4 in 10 Americans say they personally know someone who is transgender, making it hard for someone like Kara to feel a sense of belonging.
I've realized, the biggest support system I have is myself, and luckily I have an amazing partner too, so that helps a lot. Do you want to read it?
No, you read it.
No, you read it.
No, you read it.
No, you sure? It's weird to think about the kind of journey I've been on for a long time now, and just coming to terms with, this is who I am and this is how the world sees me.
A path paved with uncertainty, the kind most 22-year-olds never have to face.
Was homeless for a brief period and still feel the threat pretty much every day of being homeless.
Kara knows only a few will walk in her shoes, but she hopes everyone can take a closer look and see her as a simple human being, trying to find her way in a complex world, just like everyone else.
I just want, in any way I can, to make other people not feel alone.
Kara has connected with a transgender support group in mid-Michigan. Now, there are several groups in our area for adults and children, as well as people who aren't transgender but want to be allies to people like Kara. You can find the information in our story on WNEM.com.